Hi everyone, I'm in a new province and I just finished up the league with blue-black 1-drops, aka Please No Chalice by Ironic Gentleman and Red Tory. This deck was crazy powerful, tons of free spells. You can snuff out your opponent's non-black creatures in whatever matchup you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. Alright, we're playing Matra. We're going to be on the play. This looks pretty good to me. Turn 1 Delver, we have a snuff out to kill something pretty much straight away. We've got a Ghastly Demise to deal with something pretty early on. This is going to be good, I think. I think this is a decent hand. So I'm going to keep it. And we're an aggressor. We're an aggressor from what I understand about this about this deck. Ooh, okay, I guess we're playing Tron. All right, we have a Disfigure. Yeah, I feel like if they have an answer for everything that we're doing, it probably won't be great. So we're going to lead on Delver. Pass the turn. Matra playing lightning fast. I feel like the Tron matchup's kind of weird, right? Because it's part of this deck is like controlling. So, ooh, are they going to have... Well, they do have their colored mana, so if they have natural Tron, then we're probably kind of in trouble here. But, yeah. So I think maybe we'd even think about shuffling away this Ash Barrens, right? So if we see something off Delver that we don't want. So I'm going to put an upkeep stop real quick. See what we flip. Brainstorm. Okay, we will flip that. We'll keep it on top. I think. Yeah, because we have Brainstorm fetch this turn if we want it. So draw our Brainstorm. Probably don't need all the removal that we have in our hand. So play Snow-Covered Swamp as our land for turn. Attack with Insectal Aberration. Yeah, this is going to be Please No Chalice. So we're hoping our opponent doesn't cast a Chalice on 1 and stop us from casting all of our 1-drop Delve creatures. So I think the plan will be to Brainstorm Ash Barrens, so I'm not really... Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass here. Certainly can't Gurm Angler. See what our opponent's got. Just playing fast for a Tron deck. Do they have the natural? Is it coming? Is the third Tron piece coming? So do we keep Snuff out here? Like, we probably want to shuffle away this Disfigure. And I guess I didn't really care about that. Maybe I should have. All right, so no Tron from our opponent this turn. Chromatic Sphere doesn't really matter. If they were going to play a map or something like that, I'd Brainstorm for a daze, but there's no map. So we will Brainstorm. Probably don't want any more lands. We probably don't need this Disfigure. All right, so we'll put Disfigure away, and I don't know when we'll find time to cast another Gurmag Angler or even another Brainstorm, because we're probably going to be cantripping next turn. I think this is probably Mono Green Tron. I think, with spheres happening and stuff. I don't know if we want to keep 2 anglers or not, but casting a second angler would be a pretty good way for us to win this game. I don't know. We won't want to cast this Brainstorm unless we find another fetch. This Preordain's probably better. So if this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 5 mana towards an angler next turn. So we're not even going to angler next turn. So I think I'm going to get rid of this second angler because it might be a second until we cast it. Keep the Snuff out? Yeah. Maybe get rid of Ghastly Demise? Okay, cool. I'm down with that. Ooh, what's our opponent up to? Green mana. Crop rotation? Oh, dang. Well, unfortunately, we don't have daze to stop that from happening. But we didn't find one off of our Brainstorm anyway, so we'll just go ahead and tap out. Go get our other blue source. But yeah, our opponent's on Tron. See what they find. We'll want to kill the Fangren Marauder for sure. All right. Our turn. Still have a Flip Delver, so we got that going for us. There's a Preordain. So I think we are going to start cantripping, trying to get enough fuel in the bin for our Angler, which we currently don't have. Bottom Expanse. I'm okay keeping a Probe here. It's just another free draw. I guess we'll probably cantrip again, so I might as well cantrip and then Probe. Get whatever we don't need to the bottom. I'll keep a Snuff out. I will... I'm going to bottom Ash Barrens. We don't need the shuffle effect right now for this Brainstorm. So I won't keep that around. So we'll probe, lose a life. Ulamog's Crusher, Fangren Marauder, Ancient Stirrings. Okay, so these snuff outs will probably be good. Oh yeah, no, that's true. I'd believe that. Okay. So they got a fatty coming down next turn. I think that's pretty much what we got to take out of this. And we're probably going to snuff it out, and then we're going to have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to snuff out their huge creature. I think we'll probably have to do it to both of them. And we certainly care more about Fangren Marauder. I don't know. We care about both of them a lot. They're both enormous. But yeah, I kind of wish I had a way to get Gurmag Angler down here, but we don't, unfortunately. So we'll do that next turn. And pass. Just 3 Gurmanglers in hand. I guess we're playing a 4 Gurmag Angler deck, so that's kind of worth noting. So it looks like Fangren Marauder is going to come down. Yep. And they're going to crack a sphere. So with this trigger on the stack, I'm going to snuff it out. And then I guess hopefully we kill Crusher and they just don't find a bunch of gas off this Ancient Stirrings. Yeah, they're going to sack in response. So they've gained back all of the life, which is a little unfortunate. But they did lose both of their cantripping artifacts, and they're down to 1 mana for the turn. Oh, that is so brutal. Oh my goodness. Good find, opponent. Good find. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that hurts a lot, especially where we're on the 3 Angler plan. Opponent finds Wretched Gryff off their Stirrings. So Crusher and Gryff, 2 unknowns in hand. Oh yeah, that was a beating. All right, what do we got? I'm not going to brainstorm here. Divest. Okay, so Divest is pretty good here, actually. So we'll go ahead and divest you. I'll probably take Crusher. I guess we're going to have to deal with Gryff somehow. Yeah, the Bog was brutal. I guess Fierce Empath can just go get another one. So they're going to, like, next turn, they're going to Empath. They only have 1 colored mana. So they can't... 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can't Gryff and Empath. I think I have to take... Oh, yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, true that. So we'll take Gryff. I guess we'll attack... I guess we might as well brainstorm here, right? We might find a shuffle effect somehow, and we're not doing anything else with our turn. We might find a shuffle effect or cantrip. Sorcery speed cantrip. Well, I can put 2 instants or sorceries on top and play another Delver. That's about as good a plan as I've had. So we'll put 2 instants or sorceries back on top. The 2 spells that we didn't want. We'll play Delver. Go to combat. Take you away from the norm. Yep. So we'll be attacking for 6 every turn. We can snuff a Crusher. Opponent's got another Stirrings and another massive creature in hand, a la Fierce Empath. It's a 3/1/1 lyric? No, I didn't. I couldn't recognize that one. So opponent going for... Oh, they found another... Okay, Maul Splicer, that's not a huge problem. We have more removal coming. We have to save Snuff out for... We're going to save Snuff out for Crusher. And we have 2 instants and sorceries on top. Both are black, so none of them answer what's going on with these bad boys just yet. I guess, yeah. Okay, so we'll flip Delver. Draw our Ghastly Demise. Go to combat and attack for 6. And our opponent's got lots of gas. They've definitely drawn well this game. So snuff out Ghastly Demise on one of these bad boys is probably what we're hoping for next turn, but our opponent will have to... opponent will still get in for 7. So they've got us on a pretty short clock. Yikes. All right, pass the turn. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. This definitely feels like a beating. But that Bazooka Bog. Oh, if we just had an Angler on board, I would feel so much better about what's going on here. Yep, opponent gets in for approximately 1 million. Essentially infinite. We go to 7. And I think we're actually going to go to 3 this turn, which is a little precarious, but if we're going to want to kill this Crusher and a Golem token and then play out Angler next turn, it's kind of what we got to do. Oh, if they have removal for these... Oh, is this a Pulse? Okay, they're just going to play the Empath. Okay. Sure. That's pretty awkward because it doesn't give us a... Yeah, they get a Griff. They have 6 mana. Oh, they have the 7 mana for the Griff. Okay. Yep. So if we snuff out this, going to 3, and then Ghastly Demise this, we're at 3. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on board. We can play an Angler, block a Golem, dig it in for 1, 2. We have Disfigure in hand, so we can go to 1 next turn. I think that's what we've got to do if we're on the tempo plan. So we'll kill this. Aggressiveness intensifies. And we will Ghastly Demise a Golem. And the turn comes back to us. Yep. So we're going to go to combat, attack with both of our Delvers. We're at 3. Not my favorite place to be. Put them to 9. Play Angler. We might as well cast all of our mana for it. We have to tap all of our mana for it. Yeah, it's kind of all we got, right? So we got to hope this tempo really pulls us through here, gang. 1 black mana. What does that mean? Having to sacrifice anything here is a huge beating. Chromatic Star, okay. It's gonna be that close, too. It really is gonna be that close. If we get it. Which I don't know. Matra's a pretty good player. Oh, if this is something like Pulse of Marasa, we're so screwed. 2 unknowns, Crusher, Ancient Stirrings in hand. And, oh, there's Map. So they're not even going to play Crusher this turn, by the looks. A lot of the wins are that close. Ugh. Ugh. Sajiri Step? What? Oh, what? Yeah. Opponent wanted it way more than us there. Oh my goodness. Oh god. Was that ever angular? Yeah, we're on blue-black Delver tonight, Bizu. That was weird. I admit and agree that that was quite weird. It's good. I like Sajiri Step a lot. All right. So Spell Pierces are obviously good. I'm gonna grab a quick sideboard guide. So if you guys are interested, while I'm looking at sideboard stuff, you can definitely check out the write-up that Ironic Gentleman did for this deck right here. And I'm gonna go consult with regards to the Tron matchup myself. So what do you guys think against Tron? Tron. Sajiri Step for the win, though. Like, how many times have you won with Sajiri Step? All right, you guys checking the write-up? We gotta check the write-up here. Quickly, though. All right, Tron matchup. I used to love it when, did you guys ever watch any of those old Magic the Gathering strat videos when Dan would do this, like, mid-game? I was like, heck yeah, that's cool. Tron. So we're going down the dazes, going down the Ghastly Demises, bringing up a Stormbound Geist, some Dispels, and a Spell Pierce, and Edicts. but then against Rugtron. So I think this is probably closer to Rugtron, right? Take out the Disfigures, bring in a Stormbound Geist and a Spell Pierce. I could believe that. Man, it looks like you slogged through a ton of bad matchups, though, those slower decks. Tri-Blitz, Boggles, Heroic, Marasatron. I guess Dispel is probably really good. So, all right, so I'm going to go down. Yeah, Fan of History. Yeah, I'm going to go down the Disfigure and a Mental Note. Bring in Dispels and Diabolic Edict. I think that's what you were going for. Pretty low on time here. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go for that. Oh, Pierce. Yes, I should definitely bring in Spell Pierce. Okay, I'm getting... Yeah. Oh, this is sketchy. Brainstorm Fetch. So we can fetch on our own upkeep. We can leave up Daze. We just want to swamp for this, but this is fairly slow. I'm okay having a Dispel. Yeah, I'm learning. They can instant speed tutor to screw the graveyard. I'm kind of glad that our sorcery speed, or most of our stuff that would fight Bojuka Bog is sorcery speed, I guess. Or most of the stuff that we're trying to sneak through. I don't think this is super bad. We've got Brainstorm Fetch. We can probably get rid of one of these islands and then think about the stuff that we draw. I think Daze and Dispel to take care of their getting Tron really quickly is good. And it seems like they're going pretty close to not playing around Daze correctly a lot of the time. So I think I'm okay keeping this. Though I'm a little not certain. Yeah. I have exceptionally bad luck. I have to keep the almost there. This one's for me. This one, keeping the almost there hand, yeah, is more for me because if I draw something worse, I'll be so tilted. All right, let's go. Game 2. What's up, Xenol Lithop? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. So we won't brainstorm or anything here. We will wait until we need to. Opponent, what do you have on turn 1? I'm glad to have this Dispel versus Crop Rotation. I feel like we might really be able to get them. So if they lead on green mana, it looks like they're not leading on green mana. But if they did lead on green mana, I'd probably leave up Dispel. All right, so I think I am going to Daze Expedition Map. They're so far away from Tron. Yeah. So I'm going to Daze Expedition Map. Floating blue, and we're just going to brainstorm here. Okay, we don't need another Ash Barrens. Pretty happy to have Gush, so I kind of want to keep second island. I don't know, we probably do need Sultai Scavenger. Ooh, this is tough. I guess we can get rid of island, and then we can go search up another island with our Ash Barrens. We're going to get one of these back anyway. Yeah, so I think I'm going to put Ash Barrens on top first, and then I'm going to put Snow-Covered Islands. Yeah, I think so too. And when turn comes back to us, we will draw our island, play an island, and pass turn. Kind of low on time, but that's okay. I'm used to playing the low on time game. I'll try to play a little bit faster. So I might space out a little bit here, Editori. It's certainly not for a lack of appreciation for your help, trust me. Opponent's going to Expedition Map. We can't do anything about that, unfortunately. And they don't have the Crop Rotation mana here, so I'm okay tapping out of my Dispel for a second. And going and getting a Black Source. We're pretty close to being able to catch this, cast this Sultai Scavenger. So I don't think they're going to cast anything huge next turn, but I don't know. I'd rather have... Oh, there's Ponder. I kind of want to have my Dispel up. So I think I'm actually going to... I'm going to Ponder here, and then I'll play Snow-Covered Island. I'm okay having another Daze as well. So we'll go Island, Ponder, Daze. And we won't shuffle. We'll play another Island. And then if we have to shuffle, we can shuffle off of the Ponder next turn. Pass the turn. I would like to be going a lot faster than this, for sure. We gotta hope we can counter anything that matters, and then kind of get them. before they start doing anything too ridiculous. So there goes Expedition Map. This isn't Stifle, unfortunately. Yeah, it's been pretty nuts so far. It's been pretty tough to navigate so far. All right, turn comes back to us. We draw a Ponder. Okay, so we play Swamp, and then we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can still leave up our Dispel for their crop rotation. Audio glitches are gone. That's amazing. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. So we are going to Scavenger. We'll leave up blue. And that way we can leave up our Dispel. I think Daze is probably going to happen next turn. Yeah, Daze will probably happen next turn. And so even if they can fight through what we've got going on, I would like to Ponder here, but I don't really know. I think we're just going to have to draw the island and live with it. At least we can hardcast Snuff Out. Because I am worried about crop rotation here. I guess we should have pondered. There's Prophetic Prism, okay. So we really got to hope these two spells go a long way. But now that they just drew into Tron, so kind of leaving up Dispel all the time is seems pretty weak. Having a Spell Pierce would be sweet here. So opponent doing some cantripping, gonna pass the turn over to us. We're gonna draw an island. So now we're gonna do some stuff. So we will... Do we Ponder first? We probably Ponder first, right? Before we Gush. I'd say. So let's Ponder first. Now maybe I don't even want to Gush. We can flip a Delver. Oh. I'm not going to shuffle. I did that absolutely wrong. I'll play a land. Go to combat. Yeah, man. Yeah, thank you, Emily. It's good to see you. And attack. I don't know if there's any reason not to Gush here, but we know we're finding Thought Scour Preordain on top, so I think I'm just going to leave it for now. So you're supposed to Gush before Cantrip. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. See what our opponent's got. Fierce Empath, okay. Sure. And they're going to create a huge creature, Retrogriff, which already replaces itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they have enough mana. Are we going to daze a Retrogriff? Sweet. So I'm just going to hardcast Daze here. Targeting Retrogriff. They do get to draw a card, but it is what it is. I just get to daze a Retrogriff, so achievement unlocked, I guess. All right, so we're going to flip our Delver. I got to play a lot faster, guys. With our Thought Scour. Turn comes back, so we're going to Gush main phase here. And then we'll draw some cantrips. Ooh, there's a Gurmag Angler. Okay, so we will Thought Scour ourselves, just in case Preordain is going to set up some better draws for us. So now we'll Preordain. Fortunately, ooh, another Gush. Okay, so we'll put Gush on top. We'll put Ash Barrens on bottom. Play an island. Cast Gurm Daddy. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. So just leaving up Dispel here. And we will go to combat, attack with Scavenger and Delver, pass the turn. 11 minutes on clock, so I'm going to have to go real fast here. Happy to have another Gush to cast next turn, too. And if our opponent plays any big creatures, we'll be able to snuff them out, maybe dispel a crop rotation or something. And hopefully we tempo them out here. Somehow. Someone spell stuttered a Wretched Griff? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. That must have been sweet. There's a Fierce Empath, okay. We don't have... So another Griff. Yeah, we can kill it with Snuff Out, which doesn't seem fantastic, but I think we're going to have to. Yep, they're going to sack Fierce Empath for Griff. Okay. I mean, we're a removal spell away from just winning, right? So I think we have to go for it. Because we'll be able to Gush looking for it next turn. Just nervously turning off my auto yields. You did Spell Stutter Spread or Wretched Griff? That's crazy, man. 7 fairies, what's up? Opponent gonna bog us, so we have to deal with that. We won't be casting another Gurmag Angler anytime soon. Alright, so we're gonna snuff out our opponent's Wretched Griff. And turn comes back to us. We're gonna Gush looking for a removal spell and try to win the game here. They might have... They might have some way to interact with our removal magic. Come on. We draw Land Delver. So I guess we'll play Delver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're still 1 mana off of Gurmag Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're 1 mana off of Gurmag Angler. So we'll cast Delver of Secrets. Free spells are fair and balanced. Yeah, totally. Go to combat. Attack with everything. And hope to wrap this up next turn. Yep, we're going to chump Gurmag Angler. Go to 5. And we'll pass. They need quite a bit of stuff here to stop us, but we're not necessarily putting that much pressure on them either. Good luck, Lynx. Good luck. I'll see you when you get back. So here comes a bunch of mana. Not Fangren Marauder. Come on. Not the luckiest. Don't. Opponent. Matra. Come on, bud. Okay. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. Sure. I guess. I guess we can attack it with Gurm Daddy next turn, but they can kind of like fearlessly trade. Opponent gonna gain some life, draw a card, be Tron. You know, that whole chestnut. I'm glad the audio glitches are gone too. So maybe that's exactly what it was. That was probably exactly what was going on. There was like just too many resources being used by my PC, which is kind of silly considering I'm not really pushing it to the limit or anything. Or I shouldn't be really pushing it to the limit or anything. All right, Matra, what do you got for me? Big fan of Matra's green-red tokens build. You guys should check that out. A lot of really cool tech in that deck. One of those things that kind of did really well with, you know, like offbeat kind of sweet strategies. I wonder if I should Spell Pierce this. They can pay for it, but then they won't have as much mana to do anything else. What else could they do that I care about? They'll still be able to cast Ancient Stirrings. They'll still be able to do all of that, but Ancient Stirrings matters less than Chromatic Star. I think they're just going to pay for it. We could use the cards in our bin anyway. I actually am going to Spell Pierce this. Hopefully they don't have Pulse Marasa. We didn't see it game 1. If they have Pulse, then we're in big trouble, but... Alright, so Chromatic Sphere comes down. They will get to crack it. Gain another 5 life. Draw another card, down to 2 mana, one of which is colorless. Life totals are tied again. Relic, okay. That kind of sucks. That makes our Spell Pierce look a lot worse. And our potential Gurmag Angler's a lot worse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll only have 5 Gurm Daddy mana next turn. This deck is sweet, though. I really enjoyed this so far. What do we draw? Come on, Snuff Out. Delver. Another Delver. Okay. No, we don't want to reveal another Delver. Okay. Play a land. Go to combat. Attack with our big stuff. We really have to hope our opponent can't gain enough life off this for it to matter. So we're going to sack. Oh, they don't sack Relic there. They just trade. Okay. Go down to 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just shy of Gurm Daddy mana, unfortunately. We'll play Delver. Pass the turn. All right. What do you got, Tron? Will my continuing getting beaten by Tron happen? I feel like they must have another Fangren Marauder. I don't know why they would have made that trade unless they did. You always get so close to beating Tron, man. It's like the typical Tron feels. Yeah, I think, and they have Fierce Empath here, so they'll probably go find another one. They just get another Wretched Gryff. Okay, that is trouble. That does shut down our way to win the game. I don't know if they're gonna sack this Relic or not. If they don't sack Relic and we get to fire off a Dispel here, we might be okay. But I don't know. This is tough. This is like really close. I'm gonna have to think a lot less in further games if we go to another game and just like play hard. But I'm glad this matchup was like this. Like I feel like there's a lot of pretty deep thinking here. What do you got, opponent? Please not something I wish I would have held my Spell Pierce for. Just Wretched Gryff. Okay. Cannot Spell Pierce Wretched Gryffs. Opponent down to 1 mana for our Relic if they feel, or for their Relic. They feel compelled to use it. Opponent not going to use Relic. Okay. See if we can flip Delver. Snow-covered Swamp will not flip Delver. No way to manipulate our library for that. So nope, we won't be flipping Delver. And they're not relicking, I think. Oh, dang it. I thought we were going to get to sneak a Gurm Daddy in there, guys. But no such luck. We draw a Snow-covered Swamp. So play Snow-covered, and I think we just have to pass here. Just like on a really unfortunate top deck there. What does sneaking 3 damage in do? Pretty much nothing? Pretty much nothing. And trading a Delver with a Fierce Empath is a great way to lose the game if we top deck a removal spell. So I think it's just time to pass it back to our opponent, unfortunately. Top deck Swamp there was really bad. Even like a cantrip would have been very good. Yeah, and I held it up. It kind of like killed me to crop rotation. They might have sideboarded out some crop rotations. They naturally drew Tron, so they haven't had to jump through very many hoops to kind of do anything about it. This makes Diabolic Edict look a lot worse than something like Spell Pierce for these cards. I think we sort of had to turn the corner in the early game. Like if we're going to win now, I think we kind of have to get lucky because our opponent's going to do a bunch of stuff to hinder our plan. They have 7 cards in hand. So expect kind of nonsense Tron things to start happening now. Come on, instant. It's a Crusher. Okay. I mean, they haven't gained any life. So there is a way for us to win this game. Like it's not inconceivable. Like they might have a Moment's Peace or something, but we have Dispel. They have 2 colored sources. They can flash it back. We are just going to take damage if they offer it this turn. Nope. All right, see what we try to flip. Divest. Okay. All right. So we'll flip a couple Delvers. We'll get to have a look at their hand. But we still have to get this Wretched Gryff out of the way, I think. Unless the coast is just clear. So we can see if the coast is clear for an attack here. They might have a fog. So we will divest you. But we have 9 in the air. Hey, we got it. Cool. Okay, so yeah, so Edict probably isn't that good, especially with the Fierce Empaths. Spell Pierce I could see being quite good. Ugh, I'm gonna have a look at the sideboard guide. Oh my god, that was way too close. So we're on the draw now. So we're the two dazes, or the dazes don't look as good. I agree. Spell Pierces and Stormbound Geist. I don't know if this is the Stormbound Geist matchup. Do you have Mono Green Tron in here? Okay, all right. On the draw. So the dazes do still come out. A couple of Dispels, a couple of Spell Pierces, and a Stormbound Geist. Is there anything you would bring in instead of the Stormbound Geist? So the Dispels are gonna come out. Or no, the Dispels stay in, I think. Say the Dispels stay in. We saw almost no instant speed spells there, though. Yeah. I want another Pierce for sure. I am totally with additional Spell Pierces. It's already in there, I assume. Yeah. Let's have a look at what we brought in. And you're suggesting Dazes out. Yeah, me too. So we'll bring Mental Note back in. And I'm okay having one Dispel over like our other options here. I think like other Dispels or like Disfigure or Edict. Maybe bringing in one Dispel instead. I think so too. The only creatures we have to kill are their flyers, really, it feels like. And I guess we just gotta hope Ghastly Demise and Snuff Out do the trick. Edict probably isn't gonna get the creature we care about. Most of the time. Yeah. I think I agree with that. I think I can take out one more Daze for another Dispel. It's tough though. I could see bringing these out for removal. But I don't think Disfigure is good. I guess Disfigure makes Wretched Griff trade down with Delver. Like it dies in the combat. I don't know. I don't think they have Rolling Thunder. I think with all the stars and stuff like that, I don't think they're running Rolling Thunder. Oh, did I say I was on Epic Hero Blood? No Counterspell? Okay, so I'm out of time. I don't know. Like I wanted to cut the Dazes, but I don't know what for. Diabolic Edicts probably. Man. How do you do this, Red Tory? How do you sideboard in 2 minutes with this deck? This is not fair. Does my stream title have to do with Epic Hero Blood? Uh-oh. We got a redraw. We got some looks. We got a Daze, we got a Spell Pierce. We got blue mana. No, this isn't Epic Hero Blood. I feel like I changed my stream title. Maybe I didn't get it right. Oh, frig. Okay. Well, I have to play really quickly. I'm gonna change it in a sec. Yeah. I think I might keep this. I think I'm gonna keep this. We're on the draw. We get a Scry. We have a redraw with Cataxian Probe. And Ghastly Demise is good for their first creature, but we don't have any threats. But I think it's better than a 5. So I'm going to keep this. Divest is like fine, but we're not going to go get black mana until it probably doesn't matter. So I'm going to bottom that, and we're going to shuffle soon. There's Relic, okay. Good thing we got Ghastly Demise in hand. That could have been a thing. Take out the Ghastly Demises. So we'll play Terramorphic Expanse and pass. Yeah, I'm okay attacking. No, I'm not going to Cataxian Probe yet. That might matter. Yeah, it's not great. I tend to agree. There's Chromatic Sphere, sure. Opponent gonna pass. Hey man, we dazed a Wretched Griff last game. All right, Terramorphic Expanse. We get a Snow Covered. Turn comes back. What do we got? Delver. Let's see if we should play a Delver. Or if we should hold up Spell Pierce. What are they hoping to do next turn? They don't have Tron. They don't have any way to draw cards. The only thing they can cast next turn is Chromatic Sphere, and we'll be able to Spell Pierce it. So I think we might actually do that. That way we can cut them off hitting lands. So I think I'm just going to leave up Spell Pierce here. Draw a card, unless, of course, I draw Untap Land. Ugh. All right, so I'm going to go get blue mana. Much to my chagrin. Blue mana, and then we'll pass over to them. Hopefully get an opportunity to find some black mana in the future. So I think they're going to start trying to cantrip here, just looking for lands. Opponent going to Relic us. We are down to 6 minutes as well. So I got to play kind of ultra fast here. Gonna sack for green. Yep. And if I can get rid of that Fangren Marauder, I think I'll be okay. Spell Pierce this. And if they try to play out Sphere, I'll daze it. Ooh, they found another land anyway. That's not great. Sure. All right. All right. Maybe they didn't really care about the stirrings. We draw Gush. Okay, so I'm going to play Delver, and I'm probably actually going to Gush here. We can Thought Scour ourselves to try to keep the gas going. All right, so Brainstorm, not something we're really looking for. We'll play a land, Thought Scour ourselves, despite the Relic being on board. Draw Gurmangler, can't do anything about it. So I guess we just want to pass. We'll probably Brainstorm on upkeep here. Yeah, no, we're game 3 here now. And kind of in trouble. So they're Relic, okay. Draw another card. Because once I have Fangren Marauders down, we're sort of in trouble. Opponent, did you find a way to become the Tron? They're drawing pretty good. Oh. Yep. Yeah, you're right, though. I don't even think of that. Ugh. Yeah, Brainstorm setup Delver was definitely on my radar, but I didn't think about the Thought Scour away the cards you don't want thing. There's Crop Rotation. We can't counter it, unfortunately. Yeah, we can't even Brainstorm for Dispel here. Well, do they have a Prophetic Prism or anything? They're gonna get to Retrogryph. We're gonna daze another Retrogryph. And Brainstorm. At the very least, setting up Delver. Oh, they didn't play land. Okay. Well, Probe is fine. So I'm going to put Thought Scour, Probe on top. Flip Delver. Yep. We draw Probe, so we'll probe them. Draw our Thought Scour. Get our information again. They're still not on colored mana. Okay, we got to play so fast, guys. We have an opportunity here. Go to combat, attack with Delver. Yeah, we got to... Absolutely. All right, pass the turn. Opponent currently stuck on their colored mana, so hopefully they just don't find it. Looks like they found it. Heck. We'll Thought Scour ourselves here, but just really to conserve time. And F6, draw another island. Totally something we needed. So now we have to kill this Fangered Marauder, like, straight away. I'm trying to think. So if we could have put a land on top and made sure to Thought Scour it, I guess. So we could have gone Probe. No. So the only way, we could have drawn Thought Scour, put land on top, but then we wouldn't have flipped Delver. We would have had to go land Thought, so it doesn't really matter. Couldn't have really stacked any curious ways with that. Well, no daze to get our opponent here. There's Fierce Empath, yep. So we have to hope to find black mana here. Opponent has Ancient Stirrings, Fierce Empath, Fangered Marauder. They're going to go for Crusher here. Well, we don't have a Snuff Out to deal with it. Okay, turn comes back, 4 minutes on the clock. We draw another Gurmag Angler we can't cast, play land, go to combat, attack for 3. Pass the turn. Whole bunch of black spells. Had to tutor for second blue on turn 2. And here comes Big Daddy Crusher. Yep. So I think, yeah, even Snuff Out. Like, we can't draw into Snuff Out here and do well with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 2 cards off of Crusher getting in trouble from our Ghastly Demise here as well. Not good, guys. Not good. And is this Marauder? They can't cast Marauder. They can cast another Fierce Empath, but I don't know if they even will. Empath for Griff. Yep. Yep. So we'll have to have a pretty epic brainstorm next turn, I think, if we're going to win. But I like how close it's been. Another land. Okay, I'll play an island, go to combat, attack with Delver. Taking approximately 1,000,000 damage next turn. And now we need more than an epic brainstorm to win. Delver's like, it's not an insignificant clock at all, but here comes the Annihilating Crusher. Yep. So we'll sack a couple islands. All those islands we drew and didn't need. Oh, yeah. Yep. I think I kept a good few lands in my opener as well. But this is looking like it's gonna be over, gang. Opponent has 5, even if we do chump Crusher. Marauder. Last card is Ancient Stirrings. And I think we got Troned out, guys. There's a Dispel. All right. So even if we block, there's just nothing we can do. Sweet. Good games, Mantra. Tough games. I think this hand's bad, right? Even with a redraw. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's actually bad. Like, we don't want this many islands most of the time. The only spell it's doing anything is Daze. And if we draw into Action Spell, it could be like a black Delve creature. Shuffle Effect doesn't really do that much here. We could draw into a 6 with like 1 island cantrip, and I think I'd be happier with it. We don't know what deck this is. Disfigure could be a dead card. Yeah, I think, yeah. All right, yeah. So we have Slow Island cantrip, plus a couple ways to fuel Delve, and a couple ways to find Delve threats. This is what we're doing. Ooh, that's interesting. What does turn 1 island let us do? Let's just look for a Daze. And we'll have Ponder Shuffle Effect on turn 2. So I actually think I'm going to keep this island. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep the island. It's the last island I want to see, but Preordain and Ponder are going to help us with that. Affinity, huh? Ooh, this is that like all-in Affinity deck. Sketchy. Okay, so we'll go Island and Preordain. I guess we want to just start filling up our graveyard like crazy here. Their threat won't matter as much next turn, so we're not going to leave up Ghastly Demise. So let's go Preordain. Mental Note. Brainstorm's probably okay for next turn. I've already got a Thought Scour, so I'm going to bottom Mental Note. We don't have another blue source to really make it crazy. Brainstorm Shuffle. So what am I going to shuffle away here? I'm actually like fairly happy with what my hand's doing. I'm probably going to Ponder Shuffle next turn, so I'm actually probably just going to bottom this Brainstorm as well. I'm okay with divest for sure. I wish I had divested my opener. That would have been sweet. Who would have drawn daze there? That could have been okay as well. All right, so next turn might be untap Black Source, divest, but they already have their 2 lands, and they have lots of artifacts, so they can cast their Frogmites for free and stuff like this. Don't Thought Scour, or not Thought Scour, Thoughtcast. Affinity decks always have Thoughtcast, man. I don't know what it is. What's up with Affinity always having Thoughtcast? I think we need a threat now big time, though. Like, if we can get one of their 4/4s or like one of their combo creatures with this divest, we might be okay. 2 cards in hand for our opponent. No Frogmite beats. I think divest is important enough that I will play out Swamp instead of Ponder Shuffle here, so maybe we'll end up Thought Scouring. Well, there's Delver. Okay, so I think it's going to be divest Delver this turn, probably. What do you got going on over there, opponent? So from what I understand, you don't want them combo killing you. Like, combo kill is the worst Affinity can do. There's Mirror Enforcer and a land. So we'll take Mirror Enforcer. Pretty good, pretty easy take there. We'll play Delver. We got to get the beats going. Our opponent's just going to kill us. And we can Ponder next turn, Shuffle to set it up. We'll have Ghastly Demise to hopefully kill their first 4/4. We're well on our way here, gang. That wasn't a very exciting start from Affinity. Certainly seen better. Are they going to start cantripping? Cantripping with my 2 favorite Frogmites. Guys ever hear that one? Little Red Hot Chili Peppers for you. Please don't copy strike. Sax Terrarion. Draws a card. So opponent almost guaranteed to run into some action here. Floating blue mana, though, I guess they can get one of whatever they need. Be a lot happier with them casting out, like, you know, something we can actually Ghastly Demise as opposed to an ATOG. ATOG is an issue. There's red mana. They're going to kill Delver. Getting rid of all of their artifacts that they spewed onto the board. Yep. Galvanic Blast. Nothing we can do about that. We'll just have to find another threat. We have more threats than they have removal magic, so I think if we can interact with what they're doing, we should be okay. So I'm going to go along that plan that we're interacting with what they're doing. Although Thought Scour into threat here might just be better, but we can potentially Ponder into one and do that next turn. I think Ponder Shuffle is just good enough. I don't think any of these cards are good enough. So yeah. So I'm going to shuffle this. No land. Gush, okay. I don't think we're gushing this turn. Considering. Maybe we should. If we gush this turn, we might be able to cast a Gurmag Angler, but that doesn't... Then we leave ourselves down a daze and a Ghastly Demise for a 4/4. I just don't think it's worth it here. So we're going to pass. We're certainly not going to be gushing on their end step. Wow, there's a lot of thinking going on. Way more thinking than I tend to do. All right, opponent gets in with Frogmite. Yep. We got to stick a threat. Big time. Hitting their land drops real good. There's Prismatic Lens. Well, our daze is looking worse and worse. And something we can demise in a ghastly fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 mana Mirror Enforcer. Could be what the play is here. They're not going to. Get an island. And turn comes back. Get Taxium Probe. Let's see what they got going on over there. Put another card in the bin. We're trying to find a threat now. Just a land for our opponent. We draw Terramorphic Expanse. Beauty. So float some mana. Bounce our islands. There's another Gitaxian Probe. I think maybe we Thought Scour here now instead of Gitaxian Probe. Just we might want to play blue mana for it or pay blue mana for it if we don't find anything else to do with the blue mana. Mental Note. Oh, there goes a Gurm Daddy. Dang it! It was on top. I should have Gitaxian Probed. But that's it. Yeah, I think we'll get taxed. No, the information's actually worth it. So we'll Mental Note ourselves again. And we draw more black mana. Didn't lose any more of our threats, thankfully. Play a land, and I think it's worth it to Gitaxian Probe here in order to potentially find a threat. It would be nice. Gitaxian Probe you, although we do know what it is. Yep. We draw Gurm Daddy. Okay, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play the Gurm Father, pass the turn. It took long enough, but we found one. Now we just got to start swinging with a 5/5 until we win the game. Hopefully they don't find an ATOG. Land is our opponent's hand. Land unknown. We can take care of the first 4/4 with Ghastly Demise. We just got to hope they don't find a way to Thoughtcast, start getting multiple more cards back in their hand. That would be ideal. Opponent, land unknown in hand. Sure. All right, so we'll draw. Gataxian Probe. Let's see if the coast is clear. Do we pay life for this one? I think we actually do. Because we're still just lands. Awesome. There's a Saltai Scavenger. Beautiful. Okay, so we're not doing anything else with our mana this turn, so I'm going to Terramorphic Expanse, get a little more thinning done. Go to combat, attack with Angler. And now that we have Scavenger, if we ever have to leave it back as a blocker, it's not the end of the universe. Opponent's just going to take 5. Okay. So we'll Scavenger. Pay some mana. Probably want to leave the blue, just in case. And pass. Yeah, I wonder why too. I don't know if maybe they're being a little bit more greedy with their mana or something, but we haven't seen... Ugh, there's Thoughtcast. They can play around all of our clever counter magic as well. Okay. Yeah, they have like an Ancient Den, so they might be closer to 5 colors than the most of the... No way, Cannon Spectacle. Well, welcome to the stream. Ugh. Opponent still has a bunch of mana to play around our counter magic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we can't effectively counter that. And now they're back up to 5 cards in hand after being on 2 lands. Well, they have 2 lands, 2 unknowns. 2 lands, 3 unknowns. Prophetic Prism. Sure. I think this must be one of those all-in versions of Affinity. Do you usually are you in like university or something like that, Cannon Spectacle? I'm glad we could hang out regardless. I know those were some wonderful days when I was in university. I get the day off, get to do some like weird stuff I didn't usually do. Although I usually have this like crippling like, oh god, I have to go back to class tomorrow. Never a big fan of that feeling. Can't counter the Mirror Enforcer with any of this stuff. 3 cards in our opponent's hand, 2 unknowns, 1 land, 1 Darksteel Citadel. Or an Ancient Den, I think, is what it is, yeah. 2 Thoughtcast, man. It's pretty good. Pretty much gush. Yeah, nice. Sweet. Well, good luck, man. Study hard, go to class. You'll get there. Revel in these days off. Used to get a lot of Magic playing done on those days off, man. Ugh. How important is this? How important is Saltai Scavenger? Like, not that important, right? I don't think it's worth... We could Spell Pierce and Daze here. And then our opponent can't do anything else with their turn. I don't actually think that's that bad. These spells aren't doing anything else. Our opponent has 1,000,000 mana. Be aggressive, right? Be aggressive. Like, if we got really lucky, this may eat a Temur Battle Rage someday. And we will Daze. All right, sweet. Go find another island for whatever purposes. Glad to have a little shuffle here. A little thin. We draw Thought Scour. So I think we might as well Thought Scour before we play a land or do anything else. Thought Scour ourselves. Draw another threat. That's pretty good. I think we are going to Ghastly Demise this Mirror Enforcer straight away. And we'll go to combat and attack, and then we'll play another Saltai Scavenger. Getting pretty close to just winning next turn. Opponent's at 7. And do some delving. And F6. What have you got, opponent? We're at 12. If you can ATOG fling us, we're dead. Ancient Den, 2 unknowns in hand. 2 unknowns in hand. Please don't just be ATOG fling. Oh, I will be beyond salty. There's Snuff Out for ATOG. That's pretty sweet. That means we can just attack with everything here. Alright, so we'll play a land, go to combat, swing with everything. And they have to chump with Frogmite. Or they could like block with ATOG, sack a bunch of artifacts, and then we just snuff it out. They certainly have artifacts to spare. And we have the mana to cast Snuff Out. I almost paid life for it, guys. But I don't know. If I were them, I'd just chump with Frogmite, right? ATOG for the win next turn. I don't really know if I want to like try to blow them out. I don't think I have to blow them out to win. Just turn off auto yields 100,000 times so that I can snuff this out on time. I kind of wonder if they have Metallic Rebuke as well. Well, if we play around Metallic Rebuke here, then we definitely win. So I almost think I would. They would have to have 2 Galvanic Blasts and top deck it in order to win. Yep. Or do we even just let it go? No, I think it's too risky to let it go. So we'll try to snuff it out. And this does play around Metallic Rebuke, which you're right, they could be sandbagging. But now we're dead to 2 Galvanic Blasts. Or Temur Battle Rage Galvanic Blast, I guess. So opponent lost some artifacts and 6 life. And now we just gotta hope they don't have us dead. The last 2 Galvanic Blasts in their deck does it. Temur Battle Rage Galvanic Blast also does it, but one of those things would have to be top decked. So if our opponent's going to get lucky, they better get lucky now. All right, we got him. That's a good heads up though, Proteus. I think it's worth playing around there. All right, Kim Jong under balls. Yeah, you were. Welcome back. Okay, so let's see what the gang's saying about Affinity. On the draw, we're going to go down 4 days, 2 Gataxian Probe, 2 Disfigure. Man, I love having a sideboarding guide. This is beautiful. 4 days, 2 Gataxian Probe, 2 Disfigure. We're going to go up 4 Hydroblast. I hear that. 2, 3, 4. 2 Dispel. 1 Spell Pierce, 1 Diabolic Edict. I'm into that. That all sounds good. You've been outsourced. Oh no, I'm that's me. That's me. You mean you played me? Cool. Dang it. Oh, this is close too. Ugh, if we go get black mana, no. I don't think that's a place you want to be. I have, yeah. I even got the chance to watch one of their, their deck tech video, I guess. The video they posted today. Have they posted the whole league run yet? That's sweet. I think I have to mulligan this. I don't think you want to be in a position to tutor up your black mana right away, especially if it's only going to give you a divest. And I think it's kind of a corner case. You think it's defensible? Ugh. I think it's like divest into against their opener. Like if they have 1 land, we get them. We get them bad. You can blue and cantrip. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess we do have both of these spells. Both of these spells do help smooth things out a lot. We have 6 black sources. Yeah, and Divest is pretty good against this deck. You know what, guys? You convinced me. It's a 16 land deck, so... Oh, 8 black sources, right. 2 swamps. You've convinced me. There's turn 1 Terrarion, to be expected. Would you guys probe here? I guess it could change what we might want to fetch for, because we only have 1 land, and it'll let us know more about our lands. Ah, that's pretty good. That's a real good hand. But our opponent can't cast anything next turn, so at least we got that going for us. We draw Delver. I'm still not sure what I fetch for here, considering this is their hand. Probably blue, because we just have to find an answer to Atog and we're home free. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got him. Opponent draws Relic, inching their way towards Thoughtcast. They Relic us. All right. You know what? Like, if I go get black here, though, we can, like, take the Atog, and they're just not doing anything. Well, I guess, no, and then they just start, What's up, Pauper? How's it going? Then they start Thoughtcasting into stuff that matters. All right, upkeep. I don't think we'll brainstorm here. Well, there's an answer to Atog once it's already on board. So I don't think there's any reason not to cantrip here. I guess we could play Delver, right? We could play Delver, and then next turn we can upkeep Brainstorm, flip Delver. Yeah, I almost think it's just Delver here. They don't have any answers to it in hand yet. I'm going to play Delver. Crap. Ah, that was like a second too late. I'm sorry. Fanciness intensifies. I probably should have preordained, I think. I'm kind of trying to go off the strength of Brainstorm next turn. All right, opponent sacks Relic, looking for more mana. They don't find it. It definitely is a lot safer. Oy. Okay. Still don't find land. That's a lot of trouble. Okay, so we're going to draw one of these cards again next turn anyway. I think I'd rather it be... I think we'll put like Thought Scour and a card we're going to draw one of these cards right away. So I think I'm going to put... Thought Scour, and we'll put a Ghastly Demise and then Thought Scour. So we can Thought Scour away the Ghastly Demise next turn and start looking for stuff that matters. Flip Delver. And start swinging for 3. And incidentally, pitching to hand size. Spell Pierce will be good when we can start leaving up blue mana. I don't know what we pitch here. What is this, Pokemon? This is actually tough. I don't know what I want to pitch here. Divest? I guess we're probably never finding time to divest if we're going to be Gurmagging, and yeah, and they'll never have a land in hand for us to take. I guess Divest eventually goes and grabs Atog for when that matters. If we do run and find black mana before they find land to cast it, we have Hydroblast to deal with it anyway. So I think I'm going to pitch Divest here. Ghastly. Ghast. See if our opponent found their land. What's up, Lynx? Welcome back. Opponent still hasn't found land. We did fall to Matra, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to Thought Scour ourselves here. There's something on top we know we don't want. Opponent's going to Dispel Thought Scour. Okay, sure. Draw the card we don't want. Go to combat. Swing with Delver. Well, that's good. At least they don't have defense that we know about for our Hydroblast on their ATOG. They found red mana. Okay. Is it Thoughtcast time? 6 cards in our opponent's hand. It's never good. Oh, yeah. What's up, Cytobel? How you doing? What an entrance. All right, there's Frogmite. Sure. Opponent Thoughtcasts. Yep. Can't do anything about that. Fill in their hand. Pretty good. But we got this Delver, man. This Delver should go pretty far. Okay, so now it's time to find a land. I think we're going to bottom both of these. Like, we need a land right now. And paying 2 more life doesn't sound ideal. Another Mental Note. Not what we're looking for. Ghastly Demise looking... Or actually, Diabolic Edict just doesn't matter anymore. So we can pitch Diabolic Edict to hand size. We are playing a very low land deck. We just gotta hope they can't answer this Delver. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh yeah, no, you know what? I'm pretty happy to have a bunch of gas in hand and an answer to their ATOG. It's unfortunate that they have a bunch of Thoughtcasts. They have a Thoughtcast they haven't cast yet. They get to cast for blue mana here. But then if they go Thoughtcast ATOG without defense and we get to Hydroblast it, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, it is. It is. I chose to have them at 11 here instead of looking earlier. Yep. Opponent's going to Thoughtcast back up to 7 cards in hand. Do you have an answer for ATOG? We just got to find a swamp about it. All right, cool. So we'll have to kill that pretty much straight away. Our opponent's not representing any way that could protect it here. Yeah. So do we Hydroblast now, or do we wait until... Like, do we give them a turn? We don't give them a turn, right? Do we Hydroblast it right now? They've shown us that they have Dispels in deck. It's sort of a land. What do you guys think? Hydroblast right now? Yeah, I think so too. Hydro the ATOG. And we're just going to hopefully kill them with a Delver. That's what we're doing. Finding a swamp is pretty big game. They've drawn pretty awkwardly here for sure. Hydroblast for our lives, yeah. Ah, did they find an answer to the Delver? They could have. Opponent. Additional Thoughtcasts. Must have been a broken Affinity player. Yeah, trade that one in. All right, here comes Frogmite. Come on, black mana. Okay, so we gotta start looking for black mana. Let's Mental Note. We're at 14. This is a Galvanic Blast deck. Don't mill a bunch of black sources. I will literally cry. Opponent gonna sack Terrarian, draw a card, floating perceivably mana that can counter our Thought Scour. All right, so they dispel Thought Scour. Well, it's good that we played the way we did. So again, we're dead to like Teamer Battle Rage Galvanic Blast here. Woo. If Dismember was ever downshifted? It's tough to say, right? Because like Gitaxian Probe hasn't proven to be abundantly broken or anything like that. Like, we've still had, you know, we've had Gitaxian Probe for longer than any other format. What is it? It gives -4/-4, right? Like, Snuff Out's kind of similar. But it would be in any deck, I guess. What decks, what... -5/5? What cards would decks take out? I guess like the white decks probably wouldn't run Sunlance anymore. Yeah, Mono Blue Delver does get even better. Epic Confrontation would probably not be in Mono Green decks. Yeah. Yeah, this deck would definitely play Dismember. Yeah, now that I've thought it over for a little while. And it kills Gurmag Angler. Yeah, rip Angler decks. We have to find a swamp like this turn, or black mana to cast like any of this stuff. Ooh, what's Shadow? Oh, Death Shadow? For this deck? Oh yeah, we're at 8, man. Okay, so we gotta kill their stuff. They just cast some cantrips, essentially. Alright. Land! Ugh. So now is it wishful thinking? Now we have to play a blocker for Mirror Enforcer and hope Insectile Aberration survives to win the game. So I'm going to go to attacks. I'm going to attack. They might Galvanic Blast this. Yeah. But maybe they just haven't found a Galvanic Blast. They'll get to do a fair amount of digging for it next turn. At which point, we're essentially dead. Opponent goes to 2. We'll play Delver. Maybe this is the Metallic Rebuke. Get rebuked metally. 2 red mana. Blue 2 red. Red. Gonna go cantripping. Hold, what? What do you mean? 2 black mana floating. Opponent looking for spot removal. Sacking additional artifacts. Reaps the Graves to get Atog. Uh-oh, gang. Hey, man. I've gained a lot of respect for Delver this game. Opponent definitely has... They're going to play Atog. They have Fling in hand, and we're dead. 100%. This way we're not dead to Galvanic Blast, but we are definitely dead to Atog Fling. That would have been it. That would have been the mutagenic growth win. You know what? So... High Tide. So Rags to Riches, like High Tide was legal in the Rags to Riches tournament scene for a while, wasn't it? God. Why, Affinity? Why? Why have you forsaken me? Maybe they'll cast it wrong and we'll win. They are drawing cards right now, though. I don't... Maybe they're dead and they don't have it? Like, why are you casting stuff still? Yeah, okay. Cool. All right, so we saw what happens. Well, so Rags to Riches had it legal for a while, and weren't people not playing it? So we're on the play, so we don't want 2 probes or 2 disfigures. So the Edict comes back out. And the Spell Pierce comes back out. And we stay with the 4 Hydroblast. Disfigures come back in. On the play. Do you guys still like that? You guys still like 2 Disfigures on the play? I'm into it. We kill Atog or like Stone Rain them at the very least. No, I can see the utility. We'll have to draw more swamps though. Daze has come back in. All right, I'm trying to get back to the stock list here. So -2 probes, -2 disfigures. Gotcha. I see. And that means I got another sideboard card in here somewhere. Dispels. Got it. Cool, guys. Thank you. Professional Magic playing. Dispel. Yes, we would love to play first. This is better. Turn 1 Delver holding up daze. Yeah, seems good. Look at it. It's a pretty good hand. I'm gonna keep. Git probe 2? They kept 2 Git probes in, so disfigures and stuff are what came out. 2 Gitaxian probes stayed in. All right, guys, turn 1 Delver. We might as well Gitaxian probe, right? Do we Gitaxian probe here? Not a whole lot of time. I don't think what they draw this turn is that important. Right? So we could like leave Gitaxian probe for next turn. We might end up wanting to pay mana for it, but we're probably playing Mental Note anyway. All right. Yeah, no, I got you. That's true. Not that much going on over here. We could definitely daze a Relic of Progenitus if they're going to play that turn 1. Draw into Gush. Don't mind if I do. Okay, land, Delver, go. Opponent doesn't have any interaction for it. We saw just how good having a yeah, so we got Relic. And now we just flip the Delver and win the game, right? I'm pretty sure that's how this goes. Flip on Brainstorm? No, Gurmag Angler, but that's cool. All right, so we draw Gurmdaddy. We will play a Snow-Covered Island. We can Mental Note on their end step, and then that would have been sweet, right? We can Mental Note on their end step, and then cycle Ash Barrens to get our black mana. I guess we're just going to Mental Note anyway. We might as well do it now. To know what's going on. Nah, we might as well hold information. It might change the way they play. Yeah. Yep. Try to fake them out. So we've seen the 2 Darksteel Citadels and the Relic now. Frogmite, Chromatic Star, Great Furnace, Prismatic Lens in hand for our opponent. Imagine we Mental Note into another daze. I guess it'd be awkward with Gurmag Angler, but... They do have the clock advantage. I've been playing long old games with this deck, guys. This is only round 2. Sure. And Frogmite. Yep. I don't really want to daze here because I'm playing Gurmag Angler. That's interesting. All right, upkeep. I guess we might as well have a look with Delver. See who we want to shuffle. We are going to get black mana. Okay, so we don't want to reveal. We do want to shuffle. We don't want another island. Gonna swap. Turn comes back. Another land. Beautiful. By number of decisions. And I think it's just Gurmag Angler here, right, guys? Like, we've seen this. So Chromatic Star, Great Furnace are possible hits in their hand. I don't think getting one of their 4/4s matters because we're going to play a 5/5. Gurmdaddy. You guys are pretty into the Gurmdaddy play, eh? All right. Drew a couple too many lands here, but we're going to get to Gush. Mr. Big in the house. Oh man, you're both my favorite zombie fish and my favorite chocolate bar currently. In this moment, you have become my favorite chocolate bar, Germ Daddy. Big Mr. Big. All right, guys, come on. Let's close it out against Affinity. I think Divest and Gush for next turn feel pretty all right. Probably Gush first. Going down to 1 swamp for a delve threat. And we should just flip Angler, or flip Angler, imagine. Becomes a 7/6 flyer. Deep inside your heart, you feel it too. All right. Come on, Affinity. What do you got? What are you doing? Filtering with a prismatic lens. Gear Seeker Serpent. Well, we have to find something to do with that. But what are we going to do in the meantime, Bozo? What should we do instead? If you got a better backup plan, I'm with you. Oh yeah. Full on Canada over here. No, we don't want to reveal Ash Barons, but we definitely did not want to Ash Barons. Okay, we're going to divest our opponent. Oh yeah, no, I'm aware. Well, there's Atog and Fling. Wow, got him. All right, we will play Fetch Land here, and we're going to do a whole bunch of thinning, I guess. Yeah, I'm with you now. I'm on you. I got you. We'll hold on to Gush. So Chromatic Star, Great Furnace. I think they just played Great Furnace. We are playing Blue-Black Delver. Do we block? Do we double block here? What do you guys think? Double block? I might double block. Can we take 5? No? All right. I was just, yeah, when I think more about it, it's like, these are our threats. This is what's going to win us the game. So we don't. Ugh. Additional 4/4s make me glad that I didn't lose this Germ Mangler. All right. Do a bunch of thinning. I guess we're giving our opponent a little more information, but I don't want any lands back left in my deck, if at all possible. So we'll do a bunch of thinning. See what we draw. Deck! Ah! Oh my god. Oh, this is stupid. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can Germ Angler here, which I think I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it's not too bad. You think I should snuff out Gear Seeker Serpent? Snuff out Gear Seeker and then... Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, definitely should have waited until after combat. That's totally like an amateur mistake. For sure. So I'm going to try to snuff this bad boy out. Kill Gear Seeker and attack with Germ Angler. This is going to make our opponent do all kinds of weird stuff. I'm going to play Terramorphic Expanse here too, just in case Delver flips something we don't want to see. We're not all about. We are at 9 against a deck with Fling. Yeah, that's true. I definitely could have killed it first. So we're dead to a lot of stuff here. Do I still attack with Gurmag Angler? I probably do still attack here. We have 2 blockers for Mirror Enforcer. Yeah, they didn't fling, which is kind of bizarre, but gonna take the damage. Okay. Yeah, but it's like, it's those academic things that I really should work on. I'd really like to work on. See if they got us. Atog Fling, not live. They've had a Terrarion, so Fling, only card in hand. They will get to do some more cantripping next turn. And we'll leave Terramorphic Expanse, bizarrely enough. What do we find? Thought Scour? Sure. All right, so... Go to attacks. Attack for 8. I don't think they have a way to kill Gurmag Angler and sneak through enough damage with this Mirror Enforcer to kill us, so I'm going to leave this back to block this. Because if both creatures get in, then... yeah. Anyway. And we're not threatening lethal here. So I'm going to do some thinning. Because, you know, reasons. And play an island, pass a turn. So we'll Thought Scour on their turn. Representing about as much as I can in terms of counter magic, just in case it does scare them off of doing some weird thing. I guess we could have Thought Scoured into like a threat or something. And if they do cast something that matters, we can try to Thought Scour into daze. Potentially. Yep. Opponent. Going to combat. Oh, I bet they have a Galvanic Blast. Oh my god, here comes the tilts. Here come the tilts. Teamer Battle Rage. Okay, they're going to fling at us. Yep. We're at 3. Galvanic Blast. FT dub. It's close, though, considering how many lands we drew. Oh, they're scaring me. They're scaring me. Oh, yeah, no, we'll hold. We'll hold until we see it, until it's killing us. Ugh. Heck. All right. Okay. Well, we got cantrips. We have both colors of our mana. Got a free spell. Got a Delver. Yeah, this is pretty good. Easy. Oh, man. Oh, I feel for you, Easy. That's tough. Those are some epic top decks from our opponents. Ooh, Tribe? Is it Tribe time? This person might also be on blue-black free spells. I did not. It's really hard to play Tortex on Moto. I play faster than the average individual, this deck excluding, because there's like a ton of interesting lines that you really have to think about. Like these spells alone, this one maybe not as much, but these 2 spells create just absolutely insane play lines. Opponent down to 14 life, turn 1. No land. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Sure. Oh, guys, no. These are the ones I lose. Like, I get settled in and I'm like, okay, opponent, you know, did 6 damage to themselves and didn't play a land. But like like these are the ones I lose. Okay, so no land for our opponent. We have Daze backup. I'm playing Delver. We got Ghastly Demise. We're gonna laugh our way all the way to the bank here. Hey. Stifle. Got him. I think this might be the mirror. And I am going to aggressively brainstorm here because we have daze backup for their one lander. So brainstorm, put back Gush and Preordain just in case we need daze in the meantime. Flip of the Delver. And I can pretty like confidently. We can daze for mana, so play a land, go to combat, attack. I probably should have put a land back on top with Brainstorm and then Thought Scoured it away here, but I'm not super worried about it. I think that's kind of like a menial, like, because I could Preordain and then Gush here, but I don't know if I want to. I kind of want to leave daze up. We also have Ghastly Demise. We already played our land for turn. Let's pass. Just Preordain. Crap. Opponent gonna fetch. Yep. I think this might actually be the mirror. Nope, it's Tribe. I thought it was the mirror, but it was Tribe. Yep. So we can't Ghastly Demise the Tribe until... This is a great matchup. All right, I'm with you there. Yeah, because once they flip, we have Ghastly Demise. I don't think I want a Thought Scour here because Gush is on top. So we'll draw. There's Gush, Preordain. Bottom another Thought Scour, bottom another island. Draw Brainstorm. So we can Brainstorm, and then we can get rid of this land. I don't know what else I'd want to get rid of. I probably want to Gush first, because I kind of only want one of these islands anymore. Hold on though. If they use Miscalculation, oh, we can daze. We have mana for daze. So yeah, so I can Gush here. And then we might Brainstorm. What's up, come in, we are closed. Welcome. All right, so we're going to hardcast daze on Dispel here, which is unfortunate because we were hoping to Brainstorm. We will Gush, draw some cards, play a land, and we can even Brainstorm shuffle away a couple lands on our upkeep. And they might be able to kill us next turn. Yeah. So because they might be able to kill us, we'll pass. So I maybe shouldn't have even dazed that cantrip. Or I shouldn't have dazed the... We make safe plays here. This is a house for safe plays. Till we can hold up the black mana. I get you there. Opponent gonna cycle. Yeah, because even then, like, they have to pump it a couple of times to get around it. And so long as we can leave up black mana, we're just, like, never in trouble. Oh, of course, we'd like to leave up, like, black mana backup. All right, so we definitely don't want all of these lands. So we will get rid of the non-shuffling lands. Upkeep, we'll just straight up Thought Scour them so we don't just shuffle them back into our deck. Then I guess we don't have blue mana, though. So I actually think I am going to have to do this. So we can leave out black and blue. All right, more Thought Scours. So we'll play land. Let's see what they've got going on over there. Let's trade them probes. So here comes some hard decisions again. They have the Shadow Rift, so attacking doesn't matter. They don't have the Inside Out. Brainstorm, Gush, Ponder, Shadow Rift. That seems pretty much... Ooh. Tight. So should we just kill this now? They have no way to interact with it. They could, like, gush in response. Yeah, I'm probably going to kill the tribe. So let's snuff it out. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't have another one. So maybe I should have. They have no land drop except through Gush. True. So we've got our land down for turn. We got lots of instant speed stuff that we want to do. So I think we just pass here. I don't think we want to aggressively Thought Scour looking for a delve threat, do we? I think that might be a little too aggro. Potentially. But time is of the essence here. I don't know. I'm okay leaving up blue mana. Just do it? Okay. You know what, Bozo? Don't have to try to convince me too much. Oh. My deck loves me. Sultai Scavenger, Gurmag Angler on top. Brutal. Okay. That's magic. Opponent going to Gush straight away. 2 mana floating. Yeah. Besides the bluff. If that Gurmag Angler was 1 card deeper, we'd be looking pretty fancy here. Noxious Revival, imagine. It would be pretty sweet in this deck. You just put something back on top. Gush, get it, find it. I will 200% daze an Augur of Bolas. So we've seen Augur of Bolas, we've seen Preordain, we've seen Brainstorm, we've seen Gush. So Ponder's Shadow Rift is our opponent's hand. I'm definitely going to daze this. Yeah. They don't have protection right now, and they might be able to find it. We're just trying to all be a Death Shadow deck. Is that the idea? We draw Thought Scour. Okay, so Thought Scour ourselves again. Try to find a Delve threat. Find another Delver, which is kind of a Delve threat. Another Gurm Daddy on top. We'll play Delver Secrets, go to combat, attack for 3. They have Shadow in hand, so it doesn't really matter. And if we flip this Delver, we win. So we got that going for us. We also have Thought Scour to get rid of the top card of our library if we don't want it. That's crazy. Like, if we would have attacked that one turn, like, if we would have had Gitaxian Probe at the right time, we could have won. It's also crazy how far, like, how on my toes I am, considering they Gitaxian Probe themselves for 6 life. And then didn't play a land. Like, all right, so we'll have a quick look. Opponent tapping mana post concession. Pretty interesting. Weird. 3 Gitaxian Probes right off the top. Gush to hit a land drop. Try to dispel our Gush, which is worth noting. Found 1 tribe. Okay. Yeah, that was weird. All right, so tribe. DGO's a quality program. Honestly, it's the only way I can play Pauper, so I'm into it. This is an exceptionally simple matchup. Beautiful. Okay. Sideboarding always. Get rid of the mental notes and Thought Scours. I agree that these didn't seem fantastic. 1 mental note, 2 Thought Scour. 2 Sultai Scavengers. Ooh. Going risky. 2 Diabolic Edict, 2 Dispel, 1 Spell Pierce. Spell, you know what? Like, I really like how smart Spell Pierce is. Like, Bozo, we actually have the write-up to refer to. And if you want to have a look, it's right here. Here's other guy's sideboard, which is sweet. Assuming, guys, I'm really sorry if you're not. I'm effing that up. Guys or girls. Johnnies or Jennies, what have you. They might. They might. But we can daze Geists. I hope. Alright, so I think that's it. I just want to make sure I got that right. I'm not sideboarding for another potentially exceptionally simple matchup. Sweet. Okay, that looks good. So, let's get in there. Oh, true. The real punts always happen in the chat. There's a lot of I got some brotherhood with no, I'm not gonna. There's no digging myself out of that hole, guys. Shouts out to the Minotaurs. Yeah, there you go. All right, this hand looks pretty all right. We got the Angler, we got a Preordain, we got both colors of mana. We have a Gush. We can beat him. Maybe this isn't as simple as I thought it was. 2 islands for a Gush. 1 answer to a tribe. 1 threat to win the game. It's a little bit of everything, you know? And we get to play Ghastly. We can play Ghastly Demise on turn 2 with backup if we find it on the Preordain. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, Wario is Mario's actual brother, and Waluigi is Mario just has a thyroid. Yeah, man, Mario works out way more than I ever had in my whole life. Can you see how high that guy can jump? Like, come on. All right, what do we draw? Something good. Good. Goodness. All right. Pretty academic here. Turn 1 Preordain. Ooh. I like both of these. Take the tribe, win the game. Do we keep Divest here, guys? Doesn't seem that bad. I can like tuck it under the probe. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Top. I wish we could have probed them before. Yeah, let's hold on to it. Let's hold on to the probe for now, because they might probe and then know that we've got a Divest coming. Yep. Wait, do we talking about pecans at some point? Pecans are really good. Oh man. What? Oh, they are really good. Grats, Cytobel. Guys, don't let me miss the food talk. It's one of my favorite things. All right, so we're going to draw Divest. We will probe you. See if we even want to Divest, actually. Maybe we don't want to Divest. Oh, Pelicans are also pretty great. Big Mouth Boys. Ooh, we would have whiffed. So they got their white mana, 2 Shadow Rifts, Gush, Dispel, Negate. Okay. Lots of ways to interrupt what we're doing. But can we get Gurm Daddy down? I played the Swamp way prematurely. Opponent's going to negate the Preordain. That's pretty aggro, opponent. Yeah, so I think we just pass. We'll cycle away Ash Barrens on their turn. A load of bad cards. Given the opportunity, they can be good together. Opponent, tapping a Jillian mana. Gushing. Yep. Sure are. 2 lands, Shadow Rift Ash Barrens, Shadow Rift Dispel in hand. Brainstorm, Gush on the way. Or Brainstorm Plains on the way, I assume. That's true, though. Look how well we're doing. Our opponent has no lands. So opponent going to leave up Dispel. Okay. Oh, we're just going to cast a Gurmag Angler next turn. We have 2 islands. Maybe I want the second black mana here. Playing around my Ulamog's Crusher? Yeah. Opponent pitches Deep Analysis. Spicy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can get off a Ponder here. Pretty free Ponder. I don't know if we do want to divest here or not. I guess we can divest and then, yeah. Because they did go find the plains. We can divest and then still Angler. And we don't have a shuffle effect for this Ponder, so it's like not really all that impressive. Ugh! The whiffs. Okay. Alright, so play land, play Angler. And now I guess I get to start cantripping off of it with their Shadow Rifts and stuff, but we're going to attack them for 5 every turn in the meantime. With an answer to their flipped tribe in hand. I guess they do have Dispel to fight it, but... Opponent gonna start cantripping with their limited mana. I think Deep Analysis is probably coming. Plays the plains. We saw a Shadow Rift. They found an Augur. See what Augur finds. Dispel. Ugh. 2 Dispels in our opponent's hand. Okay. Makes this Ghastly Demise pretty bad. But now that they're tapped out, it's time for us to do some gushing. Which unfortunately means we'll probably end up... Probably end up running down a couple of lands. I think we gush before we ponder. We might find... You honestly just ponder first? I don't mind a ponder here. Yeah. Okay. Do we keep daze though? Probably not. I think this is a shuffle. I think two lands is just not worth a daze. Nice. We find the Snuff Out. All right, play Snow-Covered Island, go to combat, swing with the Gurmfather. What do you guys think though? Like, do we Diabolic Edict away this Augur of Bolas right now? Or do we use it to eat up one of these Dispels when it matters? I don't mind it. It sneaks 5 damage in. Yeah, I think so. So we'll Diabolic Edict EU. And hit you for 5. Boom, boom. Yeah, it would have been pretty odd. If they do play the tribe, ooh, they have Dispel backup here as well. It's not great. Opponent finds Brainstorm. Once their toughness has been flipped, then ooh, we find our own Dispel. Interesting. So we'll gush. I think they might Dispel here. I'd much rather they Dispel this than one of our, removal spells. So we'll Dispel back. Find a Probe. I'm not using this blue mana for anything else right now, so we might as well Probe you. Opponent still doesn't have very much going on. We find another Angler to cast. Don't mind that at all. So we'll go Island, and now that they only have 1 Dispel in hand, I kind of do want to have 2 removal spells for their eventual tribe. They're dead in enough turns. Oh, they're just going to take it. Yep. So now we will Gurmfather. I don't think leaving 1 blue up here is doing anything. All right. Now's your chance, opponent. I guess we turned our own Ghastly Demise off for what that's worth. So they'll Brainstorm. So the only way we can Ghastly Demise this. I probably should have Ghastly Demised this last turn. Left up black mana, Ghastly Demise. But find another Plains. We've seen a Brainstorm. We've seen one Dispel. They still have a Dispel in hand. Yep, opponent cantripping like crazy. I probably should have snuffed this out right there. Yeah. In response to the Brainstorm. I don't think we win anyway. I have to try to snuff this out, and then I have to try to Ghastly Demise to kill it on my turn. So we have to draw a spell that I can put into my graveyard. Wait till my turn? Okay. Oh, we found a daze. Perfect. So play a land. Kill the Augur. Hardcast Daze Inc. Our opponent has to have a lot of stuff here to not lose. They're gonna gush. Yeah. I wonder what they're looking for. I don't think it matters. Daze? Got him? Sweet. All right, we're on the play. We have turn 1 Delver with Daze backup, and then we can shuffle away anything we don't want for mana for our... There is 4 lands in this hand, though. We never need 4 lands. Yeah, okay. Just need a Brainstorm. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's I guess that's kind of what I mean. Like I've never seen anyone or like thought about winning with Augur. You know what I mean? I've never had that concept. Just blind flip Delver, GG's. Exactly. I like having a shuffle effect. Like I really like Ash Barrens right here. Because there's nothing we're doing with our blue mana if we don't draw something relevant for it. Ooh, black deck. Okay. So like if we need this, we'll flip on a cantrip. Well, snuff out. Kind of an awkward flip, but I'm flipping on it. And I guess we play Terramorphic Expanse here. Oh, shuffle it? Really? Yeah, I guess black creatures are probably the only thing we care about, hey. Awkward. I think it was. I think it absolutely was. Well, gang, we still just need that Brainstorm. That Brainstorm. Save the day, you know? Here comes a removal spell for our Delver. Okay. So we'll daze that. Daze that so hard. And we might as well shuffle. We got the chance. Get probably another swamp, I guess. We'll go fetch blue mana with this. That way we're kind of representing another daze. All right, too many lands, deck. Let's not have lands. Cataxian Probe. All right, let's see what we're working with here. I guess I might as well pay for it because most of our stuff is single blue anyway. Uh-huh. Well, I sure would like to find a daze off the top of my deck. Pestilence, eh? There's Preordain. Play land and Preordain. Bottom this. What is Divest going to get? Divest can get Gary, which is pretty bad. Yeah, we really want double blue. Yeah, so we can take Gary with this, so I think I should hold on to it. They're probably going to Chittering Rats next turn, though. and we don't have any way to like dig into this through Chittering Rats, and then on turn 4 they can Pestilence, and then we're like kind of, you'd push it, like get rid of the Divest. Yeah, just taking Gary doesn't seem like enough. Like we need an answer for we need an answer for that Pestilence right away. I sent the deck a message. I was like, hey deck, you know what, I could really use a snuff out here, bud. Sure enough. Deck obliged. Here you go. Here you go, friend. Go to combat. Attack with Insectal Aberration. Yeah, I've drawn 3 snuff outs this game. What we really need is a fancy way to get rid of their Pestilence. Like if they slam Pestilence here, I don't think it's out of the question to like snuff out our Delver and kill Chittering Rats to get rid of Pestilence. Because I feel like, can we beat Pestilence? Here we go. So do we snuff out our own Delver and kill their Chittering Rats to get rid of the Pestilence? We have like Sultai Scavengers and stuff like that. Like Gurmag Angler is a 5/5. Yeah. So should we do that? What do you guys think? Like, do we actually do that? Or do we wait until they kill the Delver? They're probably going to play Gary next turn. I guess they had to have found land. Okay. Well, maybe there's no reason to get rid of it yet. Late? What do you mean? Play a land, go to combat. Attack with Insectal Aberration. Yeah, I think you guys are right. And we can daze the Gary here. Oh yeah, that daze, it would have been nice to have the daze turn earlier. It's true. So now they can pest X2 and then play Kumbaj Witches. All right, well this Disfigure is going to help us kill that eventually. Ponder. Come on, Gurm Daddy. Okay. So we're going to go Terramorphic Expanse. Gary 2 unknowns. Can we cast a Gurmag Angler this turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and we can leave up. Yeah. All right, so we'll grab Scavenger. Go to combat. We'll attack. This might be them Pestilencing, and if they do Pestilence X2, then we can disfigure this and get rid of the Pestilence. Sure. Sure. And then we have Daze backup for their Disfigure. We have Daze backup for their Grey Merchant, and they have 1 unknown in hand besides Gary, and then we'll get Sultai Scavengers down. And now opponent seems like they're a little mana screwed, but they're probably going to draw into like 1,000 Edicts as well. So we'll Sultai Scavenger for a bunch of mana. And hopefully Daze Gary win the game with the Sultai Scavengers. Tendrils. Well, can't daze that. Opponent gonna gain 1,000,000 life. What do we draw? Terramorphic Expanse. Okay. So we'll get out our Gurm Daddy. You would still bluff the counterspell? I don't think that's a bad idea. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. Gary mana online. Edict comes down. Kumbash, which is, that's not good. Yeah, 6 land. Thought Scour ourselves. Have another look. Thought Scour. Oh, we milled an angler. Thought Scour ourselves. Keep cantripping. Ash Barrens. Lost a 3rd angler. That's not good. All right, so we can play Expanse here. We have Ash Barrens for shuffle effects. Yep. Kumbaj getting for 1. Yep. We will daze Gary. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. 2 snuff outs. Daze might be busted. Nah, it's fine. No, we have tons of stuff in our graveyard. I'm okay for holding this for Brainstorm and Ponder. It's Preordain. Bottom. Top. Gush. This is how you win games with Gush. You cast Gush. Lol. All right. Play an island and pass the turn. Yeah. That's why I lulled. For the new mono black control meta, I agree. I agree that it is. Opponent, Chittering Rats. Glad we have a shuffle effect. So we will go ahead and get rid of this island. It's the least useful card we have. Just go ahead and pop that right back off the top of our library. What's up, Proteus? Yeah, how you doing? Clutch hot take earlier. So we basically have 1 Sultai Scavenger left that we're looking for. This Delver's probably not too bad. Yeah, I guess we could go Probe into Delver. I'm okay with just not having extra cards in my library, so let's go top, cast Probe on you, ping blue. They have Gary Echoing Decay. Fabulous. All right, so that means we need a way to answer your Echoing Decay, which we don't have, right? Next turn they're going to play Gary, and that's like pretty much GG's. So I guess we'll play Delver of Secrets to at the very least pressure them. I think it's a little easier to play the deck once you've played it a few times too. Like this is just, I'm just like I'm a brand new player too. So keep that in mind. These guys have probably put in tons of reps with this, and in Pauper in general. Like I'm probably like a much new player altogether. So is this it? Is this Lethal Gary? And I'm brand new. So don't I wouldn't damn them on that one. It's an amazing deck. Like it's one of those ones that like it really challenges you, you know? Opponent decides to not Gary. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, okay. So we'll take their Gary. Yeah, they didn't sign in Blood Me. That is a good sign. Chainer's Edict in our opponent's hand. We will play Terramorphic Expanse to get rid of the other 2 lands on top. Pretty much on a mull to 5 here, too. I feel like the mono green Tron match was at least very close, and actually there's been a lot of close matches. Like even match losses have been 1-2s, so I'm not down on this deck at all. It seems really fun. It seems really interesting to like actually figure out what you're doing with it, I guess. Like, find those lines of play. Daze, not super hot here, but we'll just pass. Opponent on 7 lands and a Chainer's Edict. This deck's late game in a nutshell. Yeah. Not super hot. Kumbaj, which is we can't do anything about. And I think we'll have a look at our top. But that does it. Woof. Okay. MBC. I just tapped a land after conceding. It's a thing. We've discovered it. All right, MBC. MBC, where are you? Oh, dang it, unfavorable. All right, take out 2 Ghastly Demise. We're going to be on the play here, right? So 2 Ghastly Demise, 2 Snuff Out, Ov. Got it. We're going to come up 1 Stormbound Geist, 2 Dispel, and 1 Spell Pierce. Got it. Sweet. Okay. All right, guys, I'm down with all that. Fast sideboarding when you get the guide. We know what we're cutting. Afraid that I accidentally left one in. Well, I don't know. So maybe that comes in on the draw. Yeah, that's for on the draw. So I guess we're trying to like beat him down now. We're trying to be real fast now. I think we found a point of contention in the write-up. Yeah, all right. So we are trying to beat a beatdown. Gotcha. This isn't good, right? No. Disfigure almost doesn't do anything. We might be able to daze like Kumbaj Witches. Or... Oh, I'm almost there, though, on the Ponder and the Git Probe. Like, we gotta look, we gotta ponder. I need you guys again on this one. It ain't easy, but... Because we could fetch blue, we can ponder next turn. Yeah, like, I don't... We get a redraw as well. So it's almost like how good is the top card of our library, right? Is Gitaxian Probe was a good... Yeah. All right. I'm okay. I'm okay with like... I was about to talk myself into it. I think it has to do with just how good Gitaxian Probe is here. So let's find out. This is also going to show us what we want to daze. If we want to daze anything. And I'm too anxious. Maybe it's bad timing, but ooh, they have Duress? Ugh. Gross. Duress, they only have 2 lands. My gosh. Oh, I might daze the Duress. Because Duress will take Ponder. Yeah. Yeah. Although they might lead on Barrenmore here to get Victim of Night Online earlier. They're like, you looked at my hand. I want to look at your hand. For style. You know I'm all about those style points, gang. All right, so we're going to cast this. Returning Island. See that scramble? I thought I wasn't going to get a chance. This hand gets a lot worse without that Ponder. It also makes potential Gurmag Angler a lot better. So we'll Ponder. Thought Scour next turn, potentially on upkeep. Ugh. None of these are lands. But let's go Brainstorm, Preordain, Daze. I'm going to keep Daze on top. If they cast a 2-drop that I care about... Oh, you would have shuffled it? If they cast a 2-drop that I care about, then I can Daze it. And then I can Thought Scour on upkeep to get rid of stuff if I don't need it. I might still Thought Scour on upkeep, though. We have Preordain on top. No, I think I have to keep Preordain. I'm going to keep Preordain. And try to find a land. Come on, land. Land! Bottom both of these. Found a land. We did it, gang. I'll just leave up blue mana here. We have to go find black mana now to cast our Gurmag Angler. So Thought Scour Gush might be able to help us do that next turn. And I think I'll daze. Ooh, Kumbaj Witches. Okay. Opponent playing around daze pretty good. Alright, so we'll Thought Scour. And what do we find? Black Source? Spell Pierce. Okay. Gataxian Probe. Might as well get a redraw, see if we find that black mana. Yep. Find a Delver. This is really tough. We can counter their Victim of Night next turn. So I think I'm going to Gush, cast Delver, play Island to leave up Spell Pierce. Ye old bag Gush that you play anyway. You know I'm going to. Okay, so I'm going to play 2 Delvers. Leave up Spell Pierce for the removal spell. And just hope to find black mana for these Gurm Daddies. Yeah, they're gonna Kumbaj, which is 1, but they're gonna try to Victim of Night 1. We will get that with the Spell Pierce. They can kill 1 Angler. Like, we really, really have to find black mana, at which point we can disfigure the Kumbaj Witches with its own ping effect, but we're just hoping this bad boy flips here now. Okay, it is black mana, but it's really slow. Yep. Alright, play Black Source, pass the turn. Combat. Attack. Gray Merchant, Phyrexian Rager, unknown in our opponent's hand. And they're going to get to mow down another one of our Delvers. So our Delvers have done 1 and 2 damage to our opponent respectively, so you got to give them that anyway. Yep. But giving them an opportunity to just draw a bunch of removal and stuff off their Phyrexian Ragers isn't great. And they're playing around daze like experts. So I think getting rid of this Gray Merchant is going to be... Oh my goodness, I only have 11 minutes left on my clock. Is going to be priority number 1. Because it could come down next turn. But I guess we can just play Gurmag Angler because they haven't shown us Edict, so I think I will actually just Gurmag Angler here. So let's Gurm Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Play Island, and we'll leave a shuffle effect for... Next, we really need to play Mana Bounce with Daze. I didn't think they were going to Gary here. I mean, it really sucks if they... Wrench Mind, okay. We'll go with Disfigure and Terramorphic Expanse. All right, guys, I got to play a little bit faster, so I'm just going to be a minute here. We'll Preordain first, of course. Untap Black Source means we might be able to Angler. All right, I'm okay with keeping a... No, Delver's actually very bad. Oh, you can't... You can't control Z. So, anyway. Keep a Delver. Find a way to protect the Delver eventually, I guess. Divest our opponent. Take the Gary. Go to combat. Attack. So, Swamp is all our opponent has in hand. No Edicts in the graveyard. We can get another Gurm Daddy online next turn. I put Brainstorm on bottom. We need to find a way to kill this or protect Delver. Spectre, okay. So I guess Delver Secret's being pretty good Liliana Spectre fodder at the very least. And opponent passes, okay. Divest, not doing anything here. Attack with Gurm Daddy. See if our opponent blocks. We have another angler to follow it up if they do triple block. Just gonna chump, okay. So I'm probably not gonna pay as much attention to the chat right now, guys. Sorry. I gotta play fast. I only have 10 minutes to potentially win a game 3. Got him under the old abyss. It's true. Hey, we won. Sweet. Okay. On the draw. Here come the augurs, right? So 2 Ghastly Demise, 2 Snuffouts are out. The dazes come out now. Our opponent's playing around it like crazy anyway. Bring those Snuffouts back. And no, I'm just kidding. So we get 3 augurs for 3 of the daze, and we get 1 Diabolic Edict. Okay. All right. Drop a honey. Yeah, they didn't even burn my clock. I wonder why. So we're up to 5-5 in games now. All right, guys, let's go. Grumfather for the win. Doesn't get hit by Victim of Night or Doomblade, notably. So they need those big old edicts. Come on, 3-2. 3-2. It's a bad matchup, though. I feel like Snuffout and Ghastly Demise just get so many of those creature decks early on. Rally, guys, rally. Let's rally. We can do this. A late evening. This is only like match 4. Like usually I stop around 10 p.m. my time and like, you know, like 15, 20 minutes. But heck, man, we've been going to time. Like there's a lot of thinking. Yeah, like this matchup definitely feels winnable. I think we do have a big advantage being on the play. I think the die roll is a little dependent in some matchups like this one. Or like, not even the die roll, like early flip Delver. Like I feel like most Tron decks can't beat 2 flip Delvers on turn 2 or 3, you know what I mean? If you get that, it's just like, you know, take it to the bank. I'm kind of curious too. You guys mentioned that like red decks weren't great. Oh yeah, right. If that's the case, why are we only... No, there's no way this is okay. This gets removed. We have 1 land, no cantrips. It doesn't lose to turn 1. It doesn't lose to turn 1 duress. And it's got blue mana. I mean, preordained ponder, 1 land. Let's find our land drops. Get it going. Oh, Delver. No, we have no way to protect a Delver right now. Delver just dies. Keep Delver? Delver on top? Believe in the cantrips. Yeah, we do need a threat. We do need a threat. We also need a Therat. Opponent not on the turn 1 duress. Wisely. They know we can beat it. So you guys, we're going to cantrip for a land next turn. And then Delver. A Delver fills the graveyard for... Heckin'. Alright, Snow-Covered Island. Why are you playing this deck if you don't believe in the cantrips? You're right, though. Opponent knows they have approximately enough time to make 3 sandwiches while we play. So we're obviously not running out Delver here. Brainstorm, not what we want to be doing yet, so we'll ponder first. Okay, ponder with a shuffle effect. We just got to keep Terramorphic Expanse here. No, we're not going to shuffle. Play Terramorphic Expanse, pass a turn. This will go get us Island, turning our Gushes on, and then next turn we can hopefully find black mana Angler or something like that. Like we really need some Gurm Daddies here. Liliana Spectre, not ideal, but I think I'll just pitch Thought Scour. It kind of serves part of its purpose there. And we have enough mana to eventually cast a I don't know how many of these gushes I'll play, but anyway. Thought Scour will bite the dust for now. What do we draw? Brainstorm. We have Brainstorm plus Preordain here. A bunch of black spells I can't cast. Okay, so we'll put back Disfigure, Sultai Scavenger, and Preordain, bottom both of those. Black Source. Really slow Black Source. Okay, we'll pass. I guess I could Gush here. Replay Island, because I haven't made my land drop. Go search for our Black Source, Grim Angler next turn. That actually doesn't seem that bad. I think I'm going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards in hand. Yeah. Look at the synergy. All right, so we'll go ahead and play back down an island, and we can't get enough cards out of our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll probably just pitch this Thought Scour. We want to go get Black Source for Grandfather next turn. Could be leveling up with Unearth, though. Yeah, you're right, though. We could actually Brainstorm. Like, we could get rid of this. We could get rid of another one of the islands, and... Ugh. Yep. Let's try to find a daze, gang. Ugh. Close. Okay, so we'll get rid of island, and... Yeah, I took out the dazes. You're right. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Could get Black Source, but now they can just block our Gurmag Angler. Play Black Source, play Grim Angler, and I assume they just have to have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I assume they just have to have a jillion edicts by now, but not to mention Thorn of the Black Rose is just so bad. I'm playing so fast, Ironic Gentleman. Like, frig. I even want to, like, take your advice as much as possible, but now I'm just like, Motor Red! Like, trying to play as fast as possible. And Lynx's bones are just being crushed over here. We draw more effects that don't matter. Preordain, we can use a shuffle effect. None of these do anything. I don't know. What are we looking for? The Diabolic Edict we shuffled away. Just draw Damnation. Yeah. Alright, so nothing to do with our blue mana, so we might as well Island, Preordain, Grim Daddy, sure, and Augur. No. I will continue to make you Aetherize. You're gonna have to keep killing these anglers somehow, opponent. Luckily, Mono Black Control's specialty is killing anglers. Yep. Attacks with Spectre and Thorn. Yeah, so do we gotta just get this out of the way now? Do we just gotta, like... We don't have spot removal for this. Like, I don't know. Like, do we trade with Thorn then? Or do we make them chump with their Kuumbash Witches? Because I'm not sure. We get an attacking with our Grim Daddy, so I think we actually just take it here. Yeah. And then we can edict them for something that might matter. Yeah. 5 minutes on clock. Oh, is this just like Gary's for the GGs? Gary GG. Choke. Turn 1 Divest. Turn 2 Daze Online. I don't think this is bad enough to mulligan. It's definitely awkward with the snow covered. No, it's the Pauper, it's the other way around. Opponent, no turn 1 land drop. Just what I like to see. Ooh, Tribe. I can dig that. Let's see if they got the kill. They're coming in for the kill. A probe deck. Or a mirror. Or a mirror. Alright, so I am going to divest them turn 1. Probably should have probed first to see if it was going to wisp. Oh, it is. It is the mirror. Interesting. Well, I'm sure glad I hit a Germ Angler there. Oh yeah. That's good though. We got the Germ Daddy. All right, guys, you ready to coach me through the mirror? Let's go. Yep. All right, let's find out what happens now. Oh yeah, that is key right there. Just getting so lucky. I want to be able to leave daze backup for for the turn when I get Taxium Probe, so it's just obvious, right? Obvious lines of play. We have to land a black creature that they can't deal with before they do. And we have to have more of our Gurmag Anglers survive than theirs. I think that's the idea. We're only going to have 1 blue mana next turn, so I think there's no ifs, ands, or buts. We're going to shuffle this in thin. On upkeep, might as well. We might drop Brainstorm. And get Taxium Probe into a blue source. Have we done it? Well, it's a slow blue source. Yeah, so I think we're just gonna like... Oh, they have Counterspell. Yeah. So it might be just blue-black Delver. Or blue-black Angler. They have iterated. Alright, so I think I'm going to cycle Ash Barrens, get a blue source. I'm sure glad we got that Angler then. Should probably play faster. So sad. Much sad. Worst match. Press F to pay respects for this particular match. I guess we should preordain here because we don't have a shuffle effect for this Ponder yet. Even though this goes pretty well after these spells. Ooh! Why, yes, I will cast a couple of Gurmag Anglers this game. I'm so glad you asked, deck. Opponent, gonna Thought Scour themselves. Big fish. You know what the plan is, gang. Play Gurm Fathers. Win. Opponent gonna leave up Counterspell. So we're gonna do the good old Brainstorm fetch here. Wait a minute. Ah. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, maybe I should have dazed it, but it is what it is. Okay, so here comes Counterspell from my opponent. Rad deck potentially run that has been lost in the tomb. I don't really know what my opponent's talking about, but for some reason the chat's open somewhere else. Okay, so yeah, I think we're gonna have to Gurm Angler here and try to. We can't daze their Counterspell actually, so Gurm Angler is just gonna get hit regardless. So what do we gotta do, gang? What do we gotta do here? Ponder, think about it a little bit. I'm with you on that. Cast 2 spells that matter in the same turn, I think is what we're going to be doing. I think I'm going to, yeah. Opponent, going to counter the Ponder. You got it. Angler. That was the best advice I've ever gotten. Play Terramorphic Expanse, pass the turn. Consider our life choices. I certainly won't. Not a chance. Not a chance in the world. Now we just gotta hit him with the Gurmag Angler 4 times and win. I don't really know, actually. Maybe they think we're stuck on double blue. And how you doing, Raptor? I'll have to ponder that. B, definitely a B right there. Opponent. No, guys, like this is definitely this is definitely something to consider as a potential mirror here. Let's go get our blue mana. And they thought I was casting Angler. That's definitely it. The opponent just not looking, right? Spell Pierce. Okay. Reasons to not gush this turn. Top puns. Top puns. Spell Pierce isn't a bad draw here. So let's gush first and foremost. Get that gush up in here, boy. Bobby. You better gush, Bobby. Opponent's going to brainstorm. Yeah, all right. Looking forward to spell, I imagine. Or counterspell. Or something. Pierce the brainstorm? That was odd. We're both playing the wrong brainstorms. Heck. Okay, guys. Sideboard time. So their edicts are going to come in. Snuff outs, ghastly demises come out. Spell Pierce comes in, probably. And Dispel. Augur. Stormbound Geist. The world is our oyster. We didn't see any targeted removal. We saw more counter magic than we saw targeted removal. So is it Dispels? Pierce, Dispel, Geist? Yeah, okay. Should we bring another Dispel in? We're on the draw, so should we like think about taking Dazes out for more Dispels? Or something? What do you think? I know y'all like to do some fancy pants work with the Dazes. Absolutely. Take a Daze out, bring in a Dispel. Take a Daze out, bring in a Dispel. Take out 2 Dazes. What you do is you start streaming to lure yourself into this false sense of security that eventually the Dazes will pay for themselves. Fun fact, they don't. What's up, Dingleberries? What are you saying? You talking to me? What are you saying, Dingleberries? And more control. So what do you bring in? Like some augurs now? That's like our only other. So we take out 2 Dazes for augurs. I think that's our next thing, right? I don't think augur's bad here. I think Edict might be one of their only ways to deal with anglers. I'm cool with that. I'm into it. You think Daze is better? Oh god, dude, you can't like slow roll me like that, man. Especially when I'm not on the fence. Sorry for punching the mic there. But yeah, I think I'm kind of hung up on it too, because I think Augur eats the edicts that they might have to kill our creatures, but we also might have a way to Why don't we try it? That's what this is all about, right? Let's get 5 people in on this decision. And just make sure I submit before. Oh god, guys. You know what? I'm gonna do it for you. You guys don't like the Dazes on the play, so I'm gonna bring in the augurs. Yeah. Let's do it. Why not? I'm totally willing to be a guinea pig. You guys have sacrificed enough doing well with this deck. Bring in red green stompy, perma tilt our opponent forever. This is a 100% mulligan. You mulligan this 100% of the time. Seems good. Okay. I think this is closer. See how good this augur is. Got a brainstorm. Got a grandfather. Don't want it right now, though. So now we can taxing probe, see if we can safely run out Delver, right? Don't even play it. Did I not scry Gurmag Angler to the bottom? Scry bug. Scry bug, y'all. All right, opponent has a bunch of counter magic, but no way to remove Delver once it's on board. We just drew black mana. Heckin', I'm gonna play Delver's Secrets. You know what? No, I figured it out, guys. I'm gonna play Delver's Secrets. Yeah. And we can even kind of like brainstorm. No, we can't. I wish we could brainstorm aggro flip it. Thought Scours themselves. Loses an Edict. Happy about that one. Pierce has to be your innovation. I think Spell Pierce is really good in this format. Like, thinking about Spell Pierce has definitely gotten me some respect for Spell Pierce. Let's just blind flip. They never draw a way to interact with Delver, and we win. 100. I want to get blue mana with this. Cast this. My life is awkward. I think it is. I think it must be your deck with Counterspell. All right, do we flip? You know what that smells like, guys? That smells like an early Grandfather. Okay. All right. This is when the hard stuff happens. So I think it's going to be Mental Note and then cycle this for black mana, right? Delver flip skills. I know, right? Opponent does have the Dispel, Spell Pierce, Brainstorm shenanigans going on. So we can always Mental Note in response to their stuff. This is kind of tough. We kind of need this to resolve. But I don't want to go get blue mana with this. I want to go get black mana with this. So I don't really know. I could like... I have to get black mana with this. So I'll have to Mental Note like on my upkeep, I guess. Hope they don't have a removal spell for Delver. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go get black mana here and then try to resolve a Mental Note next turn. That'll give me at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get like 5 mana towards Angler, but I think I am just going to cycle this for black, play black mana here. Because we don't have another way to get it. We have to cast this Gurmag Angler before they get to double blue. So we'll get Snow Covered, pass. As much as I don't like that. Opponent's going to Brainstorm fetch. So the information about their hand is sketchy at best. I don't know if overrated is the word for it. It's like, Chainer's Edict is weird. Chainer's Edict depends on the speed of your deck. It's like, and you know, I've only been at this brewing like in a competitive mindset for a little while, but like making a Chainer's Edict deck is way different than making a Diabolic Edict deck. They're two very different strategies. That's right, Kinski. That's exactly what we're doing. So our opponent's going to kill our Delver. Nope, they're just going to play a Grandfather with counter magic backup. Okay, sure. Interessant. So part of me kind of wants to Brainstorm, but I think we do have to Mental Note on our upkeep. We can wait till main phase. There's no real reason to Mental Note here. Preordain. Yep, gonna Mental Note. They might counter this, and if we draw a land, We're in pretty good shape. They're going to dispel. Okay. Okay, we're not in good shape anymore. But our clock is close to what our opponent's is. And I think we can be in a position to resolve a Gurmag Angler pretty soon. Maybe we'll have like a clutch disfigure moment and we'll be able to disfigure our opponent's Angler before it can get lethal. That'd be pretty cool. This can also just kill a Delver. If they run out of Delver, we can threaten to kill it with this. That might convince them to go down enough mana. Hey, Legendary Motorist. Welcome to the Janku Banku. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying the Yube times here. Opponent not going to do anything. Okay. Okay. Ash Barrens. I'm not 100% on where this is going. But I know that this is what I want to do. They're going to Spell Pierce. Okay. No. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana for Angler. That's unfortunate. Yeah. And we might as well Preordain here. Keep Sultai Scavenger. I think if we get a critical... Yeah. So now we can force it through counter magic next turn, and we just have to tempo them out of this Angler. But we gotta start. We basically just need blockers for this Gurmag Angler now. Forcing our Gurmag Angler through counter magic next turn is gonna be pretty critical. We actually have no information about their hand anymore, so probably no bonus league tonight, Degenerate Game Geek. I'm really sorry, man. We're just late on the league here now. It's pretty much up there. I guess if you threw some Hydra or Pyroblasts in here, we could be in more expensive territory, but what's up, Emo Robot Gaming? How you doing? Getting ready for your stream? I saw that your schedule changed. Oh yeah, I guess Snowlands kind of ups the ante a bit, hey? All right. I think we attack first regardless. Put our opponent to 6. And then maybe we even try to force through Sultai Scavenger. Because that gives us lethal on board. Like, as long as they can't kill us next turn, that puts lethal on board. And then we have the chance that we can cast an Angler next turn. Augur first? Oh, yeah, true. But then we wouldn't be able to, then we won't be able to dispel, like if they do have a counterspell, we can dispel it, right? Yeah. I think so too. I think so too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just leave up 1 mana for Dispel. I can only imagine they have it here. So they could have a Dispel back. And if they do, we're in a ton of trouble. Hold. Guys, hold. No removal. Let's go. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. And if they do, we can cast a Gurmangler to defend. Oh, like the only one that matters. Oh, that's so brutal. No attacks from our opponent. That's good for us. All right, upkeep. No effects. What do we draw? Brainstorm. So I think we have to kill this and then trade off with one of our creatures. And then, like, we kill this with the Disfigure, trade it off with one of our creatures, put our opponent to 3. Or we just attack, maybe we just attack with Saltai Scavenger? That doesn't make any sense. And Disfigure to stay alive? No, I think we have to cast Gurmag Angler this turn. I think we have to cast Angler. Augur? Augur should be able to get down and block this. Okay. Yeah, I'm down with Scavenger only. Maybe they won't chump. I'm down with that. No chumps. Play Augur. Have a look. Probe. Okay. We got lots of time to think about this, guys. So what can go really badly here? They have 2 cards in hand. 2 removal spells doesn't even kill us. We have Disfigure. Should I probe here just in case? Should I probe here in case they do find an answer? Put myself down to 6? Put myself in lethal range? Okay. Yeah. Only took me a second to get around to that one. Disfiguring it on attacks, like, so long as we're not dead. Yes, yes, Emo Robot, probe does seem sketchy. I concur. Hey, they scooped it up. Sweet. All right. Well, guys, we got the 2-3. And I think... So let's have a look here. I think we're still positive. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. 6 losses. So despite having a negative match win record, we do have a positive game win record. So it's, yeah, that deck was crazy. That deck was nuts, guys.